Because, ultimately it is about a young girl in a male-dominated field who was told no and refused to accept no as an answer when it came to pursuing her dream. And, I think that's sailing aside, I think it's a story that so many women can relate to.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Thank you so much for your time. A pleasure to talk to you and to talk about True Spirit, which I really enjoy watching. Thank you so much. So I want to ask you, how was it for you to adapt Jessica's Watson story to put into a feature film?
To be honest, it was challenging to adapt this story for screen because, it's not a slam dunk. I was approached just after Jessica completed the circumnavigation. It was a couple of years after that her management contacted me after seeing another Australian film that I'd made around the block. And so they reached out to me, and it wasn't a slam dunk for me, teenage girl alone at sea for 210 days. I thought, how on earth am I going to tell this story? But the more time I spent with Jessica and then, reflected on that journey, the more I really recognized how important this story is, and how deeply spiritual and philosophical and emotional the story is as well. So, once I spent that time with her and recognized how it also impacted people around the world, I knew that it was a really important story to tell.
Yeah, and how difficult or how easy it was to find the perfect actress to play Jessica, Teagan.
Yes. I've a lot of filmmakers say that you find your lead actor either very early or very late in the process, and that was definitely the case with Teagan Croft. She was literally the first audition that I watched, and she set this benchmark that no one else could touch. She just brought this fearlessness to Jessica, which is very true to who Jessica is. This fearlessness when it came to the approach to sailing, the physical aspects of the journey, but also this profound emotionality that is really important when capturing the character of Jessica, because it's not only about the physicality of the journey, but it's how the pursuit of this kind of dream changes you internally. And Teagan's very smart as well, so she was interested in all aspects of portraying this character.
Yeah, I think she did a really good job. I really liked her, doing all those scenes, especially inside the boat. I think it was so crazy. I don't know.
Yes. No, she was fantastic.
Yes. And for you, I was noticing that your crew is mostly female. How was it important for you to bring them to work with you? You have the editor, the video FX producer, everybody pretty much female.
Yes. It was such a joy for me to turn up on set every day and look around me and see so many strong women in roles that aren't traditionally filled by women. So we had female grips, we had female stunt team. It was really heartwarming for me to be able to share this experience because, ultimately it is about a young girl in a male-dominated field who was told no and refused to accept no as an answer when it came to pursuing her dream. And, I think that's sailing aside, I think it's a story that so many women can relate to. And so it's just such a pleasure for me to be able to incorporate that in the process of telling this story throughout the filmmaking journey.
Yes, and when I was 16, I never would have the courage to do what Jessica did. Would you have the courage to do that by yourself when you're 16?
I would not trust myself on the ocean alone at all. I think there's some really interesting parallels that can be taken from this journey, though. And so for me, it's about, even though I don't necessarily have a background in sailing, of course, I researched so that I was, able to be educated enough to be able to tell this story. But for me, it's actually about much more than the sailing aspect. It's about focusing on a dream and pursuing that, and you know, the sacrifices you make in the pursuit of that dream. You know, being away from your family, that's a huge you know, theme throughout this movie that I think so many people with a dream. For me personally, you know, I'm based in LA, I'm from Australia, and to be able to make movies, you know, my work requires me to be across the other side of the globe, and I desperately miss my family. And, you know, so I really tried to pour that into this story.
It's amazing. Sarah, this is the time that I have with you. I just want to thank you so much for your time. A pleasure to meet you and a lot of success. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye. If you like this video, don't forget to comment, to like, and subscribe to our channel right here.